Things like meant to come to you because I'm getting nothing. I really don't know how to start this video. Hi. So obviously this is my first YouTube video. I can't really say that I've been wanting to do it for ages. Like, I'm not going to say I haven't wanted to do it for a while, but like it's not been something that I knew that I was definitely going to get into, or I'm going to get into, to be honest with you. It's sort of just going around whilst lockdown's been going on, and like I've realised I have no life that doesn't involve makeup. I do want makeup on my YouTube. I also want it to like have other things on it, so like to do with me. I want it to be focused around everything and not just makeup. Like obviously makeup will be on it, but yeah. So I felt like a Q&A was a good way to start, so you can get to know me if you don't know me. I feel like everybody watching this probably already knows me, but just in case. So the first question I've got is, how do you keep your hair so white? I used to get it highlighted. I get it painted on now, which I obviously haven't had done for a while, which explains these roots, and I can't even apologise enough for the state, but we're all in the same situation, so we've just got to live with it. Yeah, I get it painted on, so it literally goes white. I just prefer my hair when it's like glowing. You can obviously see the colour of my hair is sort of like light brown, dark blonde. I did start getting highlights. I got half head highlights I think, and then I got full head highlights, and then I started getting it painted on. So I have actually worked up to getting light hair, but yeah, I would definitely say if you do want white hair, it is probably best to get it painted on. She uses a toner, and then I use Fudge purple shampoo, which I have actually run out of at the moment. So I've just bought the Schwarzkopf, I don't know how you say this word, silver shampoo, and it's actually, I feel like it's actually like, considering I've not had my hair done in ages, like it's not started to go yellow. So I do feel like it is quite nice, and the only thing with the Fudge is that it can make my hair go a bit purple, but yeah, it's not been doing that. It's been keeping it nice and white, so I don't know whether that's because of the toner that I've had on it, but yeah, I'm actually really liking that. Next question is, how long have you been doing makeup for? So I've always sort of like, do you know what, the first time I actually ever did my makeup properly was in like year 7, and I got a razor and shaved right down the middle of my eyebrows, and then I sort of had to learn how to do my eyebrows because they were this far apart, like that's not even exaggerating. And I literally got a black eyebrow pencil and started drawing on the front of my eyebrows and leaving the rest. It was a bad time of my life, but since literally then I've worn some sort of makeup, whether it was literally just my brows and mascara or foundation or full shazam. But professionally, so obviously I was working mobile about 2 years ago. I went into a salon which wasn't really for me, and then I left there, and then I started working at the salon that I'm at now a year ago this month. So I started working there last April, so I've been there about a year, and I actually love working in a salon. Like, I don't know whether it's just me personally, I just prefer to be around people. Like obviously when you're mobile, you go into the person's house and you are with the client, but I just like the atmosphere better of working in a salon. But I suppose that's because I get along with the girls I work with so well. Yeah, so I've been doing it about 2 years properly, 1 year in a salon, and many more to come. What is your biggest regret? See, like I could either say absolutely nothing because I got to where I am doing exactly what I've done, so in a way I don't regret anything, but at the same time when I look through my memories at my life, I'm like, that's fucking embarrassing. I would probably go back in time and lock myself in my bedroom to stop myself from doing that. I can't really pinpoint a certain thing. They sort of all just blur together. Like obviously there's all the embarrassing moments on nights out. We'll definitely take them back. Yeah, I don't know. Some people that I've met and have taken into my life and they've treated me like shit, probably never meet them. But yeah, I don't think I can actually pinpoint a certain thing, which I suppose is quite good. So this question I probably get asked literally the most out of any question ever. Where do you get your festival outfits from? I do actually get most of them off like Depop, just because you can usually find things on there that aren't on like websites or like in shops. You can get more edgy things on Depop. They also do like quite good accessories and stuff that aren't like a fortune, because obviously when you go to a festival you're most likely to shit it up. So yeah, I get most of my stuff off there. I also love Go Guy. I did wear an outfit in my glove that I got from there and it was absolutely unreal. That's probably my favourite outfit I've ever worn. I can't think from the top of my head. When I remember, I'll put them on the screen somewhere. I don't, if I can even do that. I've actually looked because I have a shit memory. In the same question it said, where do you get your night out outfit? So obviously like this, the standard, like I usually do get things from Pretty Little Thing, Old Polly and all like the standard places that every girl knows. I love House of CB, love House of CB. If I feel like I'm really going to treat myself and I need like a glow up, House of CB is like, makes you feel like an actual princess. Like birthday outfits, House of CB every time. Loving I Saw It First at the moment. They've got some really nice things in. My brain isn't working today. I don't know if I'm just shitting myself or whether this just isn't working, but yeah, when I've had a look, I'll put them on the screen as well if I can. Were your friends and family supportive about your job when you told them? There's absolutely nothing I could tell my family and friends that they would ever be unsupportive about. I don't think I've ever told my mum and dad anything and they've said to me, well, I don't support you doing that. I think I could literally tell them I want to be a postman and they'd be like, live your dreams, son. I feel like they just want me to be happy. Same with my friends and my boyfriend. I think I'm in their best interest. It's all good having a job that gets you shitloads of money, but if you sat in your room depressed all the time, I really don't see the point. Like, I feel like so many people value money more than their own happiness. Because obviously when I first started makeup, I was literally getting 1 or 2 clients a week, which wasn't good money. They never said to me like, why don't you try and find something different? And neither did my friend. Obviously they believed in me to get bigger, build a client base, which I have now and I'm so grateful for it. I think their worst nightmare is me going to find a job for the money of it and hating my life. I honestly couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest with you. So yeah, my friends, my boyfriend and my parents and the rest of my family have always been so supportive of what I do. So I'm very lucky in that because I know a lot of people don't have that. So yeah, I'm really lucky to have the people around me that I do. Who inspires you the most? In general, my mum is literally my best friend. Like, I was literally saying this to my boyfriend last night. There's nothing she can't do. I don't know whether that's just because she's actually a magician, but I feel like she just puts like her all into everything. I probably wouldn't be I definitely wouldn't be who I am today without my mum. And my dad, of course. Like, my dad is so hardworking. He's such an inspiration. Where I've gotten myself today is a lot to do with my parents. They've always taught me work until you get what you want. And watching them do that is obviously a big inspiration. They've always taught me to be who I am, do what makes you happy, don't do things for the sake of other people. I think that's a massive thing. Yeah, basically my parents are just unreal. Probably like my job inspirations, there's literally so many. I always used to watch Nikki tutorials on YouTube. Holly Boone, love Holly Boone. She probably taught me to do eyeshadow. James Charles, obviously. I love Mama Mitchell so much. Olivia Taylor, who I did my lessons with, insane. There's so many people. It'll be like YouTubers or Instagrammers, mostly Instagrammers, people on Instagram who I've followed for a long time that are like my biggest makeup inspirations. The list goes on forever, to be honest with you. There's so many. Nikki tutorials, Holly Boone, James Charles, like the people I used to watch the most on YouTube, and I did actually learn quite a lot, I think. So I was self-taught up to that point, mostly off what I'd seen on YouTube. And then I did my lessons with Liv, which I am so glad I did. By the way, if anybody, because I've actually got a question on here, tips for starting makeup as a job. The lessons I paid for, I will openly admit, like, they're not cheap, but they're not going to be cheap anywhere you go. I did 15 looks with Liv, and that is like the most you can do. So that's like a week of lessons. And honest to God, it is the best thing I've ever done. I learned so much, like, and I went there thinking I probably learned a few like tips and tricks, like, but it literally completely changed the way that I did makeup. And as well, it gives you so much more confidence because you feel like you've got a second opinion. I got so much faster at doing makeup after I did my lessons, just because I was like, well, I know I'm doing this right because I've been taught to do it like this. And I don't think there is an actual right way to do makeup, but it definitely made me feel a lot more confident. And to anybody that is wanting to start up as an MUA, I would definitely suggest, even if you don't do a full week, you don't have to do a full week, literally just 1 or 2 lessons with somebody who you like their style of makeup, and I will tell you it worked wonders. I've said to everybody that asks when I get clients saying I really want to start up doing makeup, how do I start? I'll always say like I would not be where I am now if I didn't have my lessons with Liv. But another thing I would definitely say for people wanting to start being a makeup artist is have some sort of social media. I don't think I'd get half the clients I've got now if I didn't have an Instagram account, because I literally advertise everything on Instagram. Social media is so big. It's a free way of advertising, which most likely everybody our age or my client base is on. You're able to reach out to everybody on it. So yeah, I definitely say sort of practice on yourself and your friends first to get some confidence, or family or whatever. Then if you're still not as confident, do some lessons and then make an Instagram. Yeah, they're basically step by step how to become an MUA. What would you do if you weren't an MUA? I think about this all the time. If I didn't do makeup, I don't know what I'd do, because I went to sixth form when I finished school because I had no idea of what I wanted to do. I don't like having a boss. I like being my own boss. I want to be my own boss. I don't like taking orders from anybody apart from myself. So I did go to sixth form, I did business, dropped out. I feel like halfway through, I just lost what I wanted to do. Like I had no motivation of going to sixth form anymore because I didn't know where I wanted to go from there. I'd always sort of done makeup on myself quite a lot. So my friends and my mum had said to me like, well, why don't you go into the beauty side of it? And at first I was like, I feel like it goes one way or the other. You have to put a lot of effort in at something like that, because obviously I did go self-employed. But yeah, so then I went to college, Kendal College, and I did beauty therapy. Dropped out of that too. I sound like such a dropout, but that is because I literally went there to do makeup. So I think there is another course that you can do. I think it's theatrical makeup, but I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do professional makeup. Whilst we were there, we were obviously learning like manicures, pedicures, facials, massage, which I didn't really want to do. I just wanted to do makeup. And then when we did get to the makeup part, it just wasn't really what I had in mind. Like, I just thought there'd be a lot more makeup, and then when it did get to the makeup part, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So then I did leave, but that is because the salon that I'm working at now, the owner of the salon actually messaged me on Instagram saying, would you like to come work in a salon? It's self-employed. And I was really taken back, because at the time, obviously just being at college, I didn't think I was anything like special. There's so many good makeup artists around where I'm from that I was like actually taken back. And then at the time I did have someone else message me saying, would you like to work in our salon doing makeup? So I sort of just thought I'd rather be working in a salon self-employed than be in college at the moment, because I didn't think it would take me where I wanted to be, which was where I am now. I have absolutely no regrets about dropping out of sixth form or college, because I am exactly where I want to be. And I'm so glad that I chose the salon that I'm at now, because it has got me so far. Oh yeah, I completely took myself off track there with that question. If I wasn't a makeup artist, yeah, so I don't know what I would have done, because I didn't really have a plan at all. I was just sort of going with the flow. But when I'm older, I'd quite like to do property. I know nothing about it, like nothing, but I like the idea of it. So yeah, that's not very helpful at all, because obviously I'm not going to do makeup forever. Like, I'll do it for as long as I can, because there's a question on here as well that's like, what are your hobbies and interests? And to be honest with you, my job is my hobby. So like, makeup is my hobby, which I love. I don't get bored of my hobby, but I'm not going to be able to do it forever. So when I am older, I would like to do something to do with property. Whether I will, who knows. Just see what it brings, see what life throws at me, as always. So another question on here is, what is your skincare routine, and do you ever get spots? I'm so jealous. I get spots. Have you seen how much makeup is on my face? There is so much makeup on my face right now. You're not going to know I get spots because I'm not going to post that on my Instagram. Nobody posts bad pictures on their Instagram. I post pictures on my Instagram when I've got a full face of makeup, or when my skin's really good, and then I post a no makeup pic. Like, I haven't had like a religious skincare routine ever. So I usually take my makeup off with a wet wipe, or like what I'm using at the moment is the Soap and Glory, what's it called? Soap and Glory cleansing milk, and I put it on like a cotton pad, and that's what I take my eyeshadow off with. And then I've got, it's like a little micro fibre, that's probably a complete wrong word, but Yeah, it's like a microfiber flannel, and that gets my makeup off so well. So I usually just take my eyeshadow off with the Soap and Glory Cleansing Milk, and then I wash my face with any face wash, which isn't great to be honest. I am going to find a good one. I prefer like foaming gels on my face. I have like combination skin. Sometimes it can get quite dry, and I feel like the gel cleansers that I use are a lot more moisturising on my skin rather than just like a soap, not a soap, but like I don't know what I'm talking about. I prefer gel cleansers on my skin. But at the moment I've actually been using these, the Ordinary little, I'm so shit with words, I can't think of anything, but yeah, I've been using them. I think I'm going to do a video for my skincare routine, but I didn't want to do it just yet because I've only been using them for like a week. So I want to wait until I've been using them about a month so I can actually see if they are working on my skin. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do a skincare routine when I've been trying them for a little bit longer. Yeah, but they do seem to be working really good on my skin at the moment. Selfie tips. I love this question. So obviously in my room, I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, but I have a ring light on right now. And then behind that I have a Hollywood mirror with shitloads of bright lights on it. So like lighting is key. You don't need a massive ring light or a Hollywood mirror to get good lighting. Sometimes I do prefer natural daylight. So whenever you take a picture, I would say I always use my back camera, unless it's like a really like, oh, this is difficult. I take pictures all the time. Why am I struggling? Like this should be so easy. Right, so I do take selfies on my front camera sometimes, but my better quality pictures are on my back camera. I take them on my normal camera, usually on a timer, or if I'm going to hold my phone on back camera, I prefer Instagram camera. I've got an iPhone XS, which is a really good back camera. So yeah, I prefer the Instagram back camera if I'm going to hold my phone, but if not, then I'll just use my camera on my phone. And I've got like a little stand that I put it on. Always try to get a good background. I'm really shit at this. My room's usually a mess in the background, but I do find that when I get a picture with a tidier background, it makes the whole picture look better. Yeah, so I'd say that definitely lighting is the biggest thing. If you've got bad lighting, it's going to be a bad picture, like, end of. What you take it on definitely helps. I'm not saying you need a brand new phone or a brand new camera, but it definitely does help to have a better camera. I have an app called Instasize. When I'm taking my pictures, I'll go onto there, put my picture on there, and I just like to turn up the structure and the saturation a little bit, because then I feel like it makes the quality a bit better on my picture. But I'll probably do a video about how I take my selfies, to be honest with you, because it's literally all I do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a dedicated video to selfies. Favourite foundation and concealer or general makeup products? My favourite foundation is Maybelline Superstay. This is literally the best thing I've ever found in my life. Like, I used to spend 35-40 quid on a bottle of NARS foundation, and I would have it for about 2 or 3 weeks because obviously I'm using it on clients. I absolutely love NARS. I wouldn't say I prefer either of them. If I did have to choose one, it probably would be Maybelline, but like I used to swear by NARS. Like, it's the only foundation I would ever use. Anyone would be like, do you want to use my makeup? And I'd be like, not if it's not NARS. Like, I was so adamant that NARS was the best thing I would ever come across. And then someone was like, try Maybelline. I was like, right. And then I tried it and it was, oh my god, life changing. And it's literally like, I'm not sure how much it is on its own. I usually buy 3 because there's usually an offer on. So it's like 3 for 20, which is unreal. Like, when you think about what I was spending on NARS. You save so much with that. And then concealer is again Maybelline Fit Me, which is really cheap as well, but so good. Because my eyes crease quite a lot underneath. Obviously it helps if you set them, but I feel like that concealer really helps with if you get creased under your eyes. And then other general products. I love a glowy bronzer. Ever since I've been told to use a glowy bronzer, I would not go back. And a glowy blush. That's a big thing as well. And then obviously brow gel. I use Pink Honey, which is by Liv Tay, the girl I did my lessons with, and that is game changing. I don't know what I would do without that right now. Like, I was literally thinking the other day, I used to spend about half an hour doing my eyebrows, and now I spend like 5 minutes. It's absolutely insane. So I feel like I've answered most of the like important questions there. I'm actually really glad that I've started to film one, to be honest with you, because I didn't think I'd actually end up doing it. Yeah, I definitely do want to do more videos, so let me know what you would want to see more of, whether you'd rather see more makeup or things like this, like sort of more about my life, or yeah, just let me know. I am going to think about doing a skincare and obviously like selfie tips, so like separate videos, but yeah, so I guess that's it. Yeah, I think I'm finished. Bye.